Hey everybody, did you ever wonder where your favorite tattoo artist got their start? I'm Mike Cornella, owner and artist at Neck Deep Tattoo. Let's look back and find out.
So, how did neck deep get its name?
Neck Deep got its name from the second owner that I know of, who was my mentor. Told the story of how he got stabbed in the neck. And I thought, well, neck deep being up to our necks in it, uh, but still head above water was like an appropriate name change because he was looking to change the name. So we suggested it. And then when the next owner took over from him, she changed it and went with that as one of our many suggestions.
And that leads us into how did you become the owner of neck deep?
Cool question. One of my mentor's clients had paid ahead for some tattoos that she only got the outline for, and they were largely unfinished, and she was kind of in the hole for a couple of $1,000. And when the offer came to her to buy the kit and caboodle for kind of on the cheap, she took it, but realized that she was very young and in the Marines, and we just love her to death. And she will always get free tattoos here as long as we're here. Uh, she is a big part of our origin story. And she, after a few months, and got her investment back, and she wanted to give it to me. I want to give you the shop. Do you want it? I said, I can't just take it. I can't just take it from you. I'll give you $1 for it. And she agreed to that. And that's how I became owner of Neck Deep Tattoo.
Perfect. And how did you come up with the logo for the shop?
The logo for the shop has, I wanted to, kind of a take on a classic hula girl tattoo. So I drew a more realistic uh, girl in a hula skirt on the beach with the mokus off, kind of representing this side of the island. And her tattoos are things that we all drew. One is, again, an homage to the previous owner, or some good clients that we've had. She has their tattoos. She has my bird tattoo. She has song lyrics down the side of her, which you can only read half of. I kind of quiz people on it. Do you know what it is? Because it starts with somebody, and then you can't see. And then there's a star at the end. Try to help you, lead you into what it is.
Why own a tattoo shop?
Why own a tattoo shop? Um, I had a pretty good. Well, let me kind of back up further. I was an airbrush artist when I moved to Hawaii in the early '90s, and was airbrushing in Waikiki at a place called the Shirt Stop, right on Kalakaua Avenue, drawing big crowds, airbrushing portraits, and people would be like, "Do you do tattoos?" So I guess it looks similar in your hand. So to them, you do good stuff. I wish you did tattoos. And I was like, no, I don't do tattoos at all. But art became less of a hands-on thing, and uh, I had taken a break from it because I kept getting sick. I was painting cars and motorcycles, show cars, and police motorcycles, and crazy things. Uh, so I decided I was going to take a break and do something in nature, and got a landscape job, and that turned into this 15-year hiatus. And I ended up working for the city and county botanical gardens, a great landscape job. And I got sick one day, and I went home feeling ill. And when I vomited, my esophagus ruptured. And I spent the next 6 months in the hospital kind of reviewing the last 15 years, and uh, I shouldn't have been cutting grass. You know, you should be doing what you want to do and what you're meant to do. And it's one of the last hands-on arts that there still is. um, uh, so I felt really drawn to it, though I had no tattoos at the time. So I felt it was going to be a difficult barrier to break down, having zero tattoos, no tattoo experience, never even been inside of a tattoo shop before I went to get an apprenticeship. Apparently, they were impressed enough with my portfolio that the "we'll call you back" was, as soon as I got to my car, called me back, and I started right then. And it was hard. It's still hard. Either side of it, from the apprentice side of it, I thought my mentor was hard on me, and from the mentor side, I don't want to be that painful, cause pain to people. Although it seems to be par for the course, I can't really help it.
Well, that's a good segue into the next question, which is what's the hardest part of owning a tattoo shop?
uh, the hardest part is just trying to keep up with all of the responsibilities of the bills and the phone calls and the bookkeeping and all the decision making and the everything else. You're in charge of all of the supplies and just every single minute thing, and it can distract from what happens here if you're not like sound with it. So there's just a lot of distractions. So I like to really get, it's my, it feels like a private space for me. It's like being in my car. It's it's one of my only sanctuaries is when I'm doing a tattoo.
And do you have any advice for people who want
Um, you will want to have a lot of capital. The initial investment in starting a business, if you haven't done that before, can be a lot. Mm, there's more than just paying the rent. There's a lot of hidden costs and tax that you have to take care of. So line it all up first, get a real accurate business plan together, and uh, get loans, help, investments wherever you can, and find good people to back you up.
to end it on a good note? What is the best part about owning it?
We all get to do what we love in here, and we wouldn't want to do anything else. It's it's the greatest time of my life.